Hey, welcome to another video on Expected Value Lotto, where we look at US scratch tickets and their expected values. And in this video, we're looking at the new Georgia Lottery $5 $300,000 cash blast ticket. This is part of the October 2023 series of tickets coming out of Georgia. And this is a number match game, and there's one symbol you're looking for. It is a 3X symbol for triple your prize. And up here, you've got 5 different bonus spots where if you find a money bag, you can win the corresponding amount of money. Now here on this page, we're looking at the prize structure and odds that the Georgia Lottery put out on this game. Overall odds are 1 in 3.6, and it looks like you can win anywhere from $5 up to $300,000. Not quite sure why this says 1,000A, just a little typo on the Georgia Lottery side, and not the only mistake that we're going to see in this series of tickets that is coming out this month. I guess really the only thing we need to mention on the prize structure is that in Georgia, for any prize over $5,000, they're automatically going to take out 29.75% in taxes. I don't view that tax money as part of the value of a game, and so that is going to affect this top prize. So instead of $300,000, I'm going to view this as $210,750. And with that adjusted prize amount, when you run the numbers on this game, you find that the payout is between 71 and 72%. And so this does pass the minimum amount that we look for every scratch ticket that we do on this channel. So we'll see how this compares to other $5 tickets as we go through. I guess the one thing we do need to mention is that this payout does include all of the top prizes and upper mid-tier prizes, which not too many people are going to be winning, which means not very many people are going to be seeing a 71% payout on this game. And so what we really want to know is, what is the payout going to be for the average person with average luck who may not be hitting those top prizes? And in order to figure that out, we are going to subtract out the value of the top 1% of prizes, recalculate, and find out what that payout is going to be. So looking back here at the prize structure, the separation between the top 1% and bottom 99% of prizes happens at the $75 prize level. And yeah, I mean, you can see that the $75 prize is a little bit tough to hit. But there are some available for the average person. So when you do win on this game, if you're just an average person with average luck, you're going to expect to see between $5 and $75. To get anything more than that, it's going to be pretty tough. As a matter of fact, at the $75 prize level, the separation there, or the split, is about 35-65. So less than half, 35% of these fall down here in the bottom 99% of prizes available to average folks. The other majority, 65%, are going to be included in the top 1% of prizes, which are really hard to hit. If you want to know the odds of hitting a top 1% prize, look at the overall odds, move the decimal point 2 spaces to the right, and it's about 1 in every 360 tickets. So you know you're in over $1,500 before you would expect to see even one top 1% prize. So that is good information to know. So what we're going to do is we're going to subtract out the value of all of the top 1% prizes and subtract that from the number you saw before, and that's going to leave us with just these bottom 99% of prizes. And the reason we want to know that is because this is where 99% of us are going to be playing this game if we are playing it. And so 99% of the people are going to be sticking right here between $5 and $75. So when you do that, when you subtract out the value of the top 1%, you find out that the bottom 99% of prizes are going to have a payout of between 63 and 64%. And again, this beats the minimum that we look for of 60%. So again, we can see how this compares to other $5 tickets, as a matter of fact, here on this screen. So down here on the bottom, we are keeping track of increases and decreases in Georgia $5 tickets. And this $300,000 cash blast ticket, the data point is all the way over here on the right. And so, you know, we have seen a little bit of an increase from the previous Jumbo Bucks times 10 ticket that came out last month. And so, yeah, that's good. I mean, anytime you can see an increase, I'm all for that. Now, I'm not a crazy big fan of $5 tickets. I think $5 tickets in most states, including Georgia, are just way undervalued. I think they're the biggest ripoff of any of the price categories. The reason is because, you know, $2 and $3 tickets just have a slightly less value than the $5 ticket. So you're not really getting a good enough bump up to warrant the extra price that you're paying for a $5 ticket, I don't think. And then if you can afford a $10 ticket, you get a huge bump up in value. So $5 tickets, yeah, I mean, I don't like them. I don't play them, and I don't recommend anybody play them because states, I think, are taking advantage of people with these $5 tickets. But up here in green, if you are playing $5 tickets, we have the best ticket in every category. So if you're looking for overall value, the Georgia Lottery 30th anniversary ticket celebrating, that's the best $5 ticket that we've seen in quite a while. You can see the data point right here, and we have to go all the way back to 2021 to see a better $5 ticket. So, that would probably be the ticket you would want to play. The problem with that one is that it doesn't have a big jackpot that you're playing for. It's just kind of like a $2 ticket jackpot, kind of. I think maybe like $30,000 or something like that. So not a big jackpot on that one. If you're playing for odds, the Scorching Hot Sevens was the ticket with the best odds. If you're playing for that bottom 99% value, the friendliness to the average player, that power play ticket would be the one that you would want to play. And then if you are more of a high roller and you're looking for a better top prize when you are lucky enough to hit in the top 1%, the Giant Jumbo Bucks would be the ticket you would want to play. So, yeah, I mean, we'll see how it ranks, the new ticket. We'll see how it ranks here in a minute. But over here on the right, we're keeping track of top prizes. The one thing that does kind of stand out to me is this King of Cash ticket right here. According to the Georgia Lottery, all 6 jackpots are still available, and it's been out for, I guess this is maybe like 3 or 4 months. And so, probably 20 or 30% of this game already has been played, which means the jackpot has a lot better odds at this point than it did when the ticket first came out. So that might be of interest to me, especially if the top prizes still haven't been hit in another month or two. So, anyways, on this page we are ranking Georgia $5 tickets based on overall payout. This $300,000 Cash Blast ticket, the 4th best $5 ticket that we've seen. So, pretty competitive as far as Georgia tickets go. It's still a good bit a ways from that 30th anniversary ticket that came out. So, yeah, I mean, just an okay ticket, I think. Definitely not one that I would want to play. It's way undervalued, which we'll see when we compare across states. But here on this page, ranking tickets based on the bottom 99% payout friendliness to the average player, 63.39. So the second best ticket that we've seen in Georgia since we've been looking at $5 tickets. And so, yeah, that's also not too bad. So as far as Georgia $5 tickets go, this is not a bad one. Definitely friendly to the average player for sure. Now here on this page, this is where we get to compare $5 tickets across states. And this is where we see what a ripoff $5 tickets are in every state except for Massachusetts. You can see that Georgia is pretty competitive when you look at what other states are offering. So that is something. But when you look at Massachusetts is regularly putting out $5 tickets at 76% value. And this is where $5 ticket value should be. I mean, I think we always have to ask, when we look at the top of the list, how come Massachusetts can do this? How come they can regularly put out $5 tickets at 76% payout and make plenty of money on them? If they can do that, then why is Georgia putting out $5 tickets at 71% payout? That's a huge amount of money when you're talking about, millions and millions of tickets at $5 a piece. If let's say one game has 10 million tickets overall, they print 10 million tickets for just one game. That's, $50 million. And then you're talking about like 5 percentage points here between what Georgia's doing and what Massachusetts is doing. 5% of 50 million. What is that? Like $2.5–3 million. So, that's, let's just call it $2.5 million that the Massachusetts Lottery feels like it can put in the hands of its players, that the Georgia Lottery people are just sticking in their pockets. And when you ask why a state would do that, there are no satisfactory answers, I don't think. But the bottom line is Georgia needs to do better. because if Massachusetts can do it, Georgia can do it. They're just not doing it. And so for that reason, I say pass on Georgia $5 tickets. Now, here is where we are comparing bottom 99% payout. And this Cash Blast ticket, like I said, this is a pretty friendly ticket to the average player. So I think a lot of people are going to like this ticket. And, it makes sense. I think it's a good, I don't know, it's just good business to please the majority of the people. And that's what Georgia seems to want to do with its tickets. So, I do like that they do that. Here on this page, this is the top 36 tickets that we've seen, so far on this channel. Let's see, the Cash Blast ticket, 71%, not really even close to making this list, but we do have some $5 tickets on this list. Those Massachusetts $5 tickets do make the list, and so it is possible. We just need Georgia to do a better job and to, put the $5 ticket payout level where it should be. I'm not asking them to be generous. I'm asking them to be fair and not to rip off customers. And then here on this page, the top 36 tickets based on that bottom 99% payout, the friendliness to the average player. And unfortunately, the Cash Blast ticket just barely missed being on this list. The payout for the new ticket for the Cash Blast ticket was 0.6339, so almost made the list here. But that is it for the Georgia Lottery $300,000 Cash Blast ticket. Like I said, as far as Georgia $5 tickets go, this is not a bad one. But when you compare to what Massachusetts is doing, all of Georgia's tickets are bad. And so, I just think states, unfortunately, are ripping people off with these $5 tickets. They know that people like them, and people, it's just like a convenient price to pay for a scratch ticket. But if you can hold off and buy a $10 ticket, that's what I would recommend. Or if you just really love $5 tickets, there are Massachusetts scratchers on social media. Find one that you trust and go in on some books of Massachusetts $5 tickets. That would be better, I think, because you're getting a better product for your money. So anyways, if you're playing these, good luck on them. Hopefully you'll win some prizes in the top 1%. If you do, let us know in the comment section below so we can congratulate you. But thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.